Hi guys, we'll start here in just a minute. Welcome. How are you guys doing? What do you think of this one? Pretty cool. This is Facebook Live photo filter. I am Batman. Kind of a cool thing, I think. We'll see how this one goes. Welcome. Who do we got here? You guys make sure to say hi. This is pretty funny. This is pretty funny indeed. We'll get started here in just a little bit. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hi, Thea. Hello. How are you doing, girl? You like my new outfit today? Kind of cool. Glad you could make it. Did you have a good weekend? Gabriel, hello. What do you think of my new outfit today? Did you have a good weekend, Gabriel? Got a couple of people in here today. We'll see. Thea, what did you do today? Do anything fun? Or what'd you do this weekend, I mean? She's at tennis. It's a gorgeous day outside, so I'm outside. Well, I'm in the Bat Cave, so. Well, I'm glad that you could make it. We're going to be doing superheroes today. I hope you guys. Hello, Nan. Good morning or good afternoon. How are you doing? You like my new outfit? Pretty cool, huh? I'm Batman. William, hello. How are you doing, sir? I'm glad you could make it. Welcome. This is a new filter for Facebook. They have a couple of them, but since we're doing superheroes. Oh, it's okay. Doing superheroes, I thought we'd try this one out. I thought this was kind of cool. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So, what I want you to do is I want you to think about what you would like to do, who you consider a hero. My daughter and I have just watched The Avengers, and there's quite a few superheroes. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. There's quite a few heroes in that movie. You have the Black Panther and Iron Man. You also have, thank you, William. You have Thor. There is the Black Widow. There is Doctor Strange. There's Spider-Man. There's the Incredible Hulk. Then if you want to go super villains, there's Thanos. A couple of other people. A couple other villains that are in there. If you wanted to go Marvel Comics, you could go with Batman or Superman. Aquaman just recently made a movie. There's Wonder Woman. Oh, the Coreys. Oh, and Brandy, hello. Maya, are you there? Is it Maya and Malcolm today? Or are you, yeah, Marvel? Some people are Marvel fans and some people are DC comic fans. Kind of depends. Then you have all sorts of craziness Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Thea. Sorry about your toe. Then there's, you know, the real life heroes. Yeah, there you go. There's real life heroes. There's the doctors and nurses that are out there treating people with this coronavirus. There's the people that are at the grocery store that check people out and then stock the different groceries so that people can have food to buy. There's chefs and people that are cooking food. There's your mom and dad that are trying to keep a house in order with kids that are normally in school. So we're going to be working on heroes today: firefighters, policemen, you know, people that are trying to keep everybody safe. There is a girl in 3rd grade. Her name's Pia. She's been making masks. So I think that's very heroic. What we're going to do is we're going to over-exaggerate today. Now we have some people that are, let's just say in 2nd grade, that might be shorter than an adult, whereas heroes are much larger. They're much larger than a normal human being, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. I'm going to show you how to draw proportionally a hero, make something big. Oh, battling art away there. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I'm trying to do this. I saw this filter on Facebook Live today, and I felt it was very appropriate. It's kind of funny. Whenever I go somewhere, somebody will ask me, you know, like I'll say order takeout or something curbside, and they'll ask me what my name is, and I'll say Parker, and they're like, "Could you spell that?" I said, "It's like Spider-Man, Peter Parker." And like, "Oh, okay, I know exactly what I'm talking about." So anyway, we'll get started here. Let me get rid of this filter here, and just like that, it's gone. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm going to put my art making hat on, just like Vincent van Gogh, and I'm going to get started doing. Oops. Get started here in just a second. My iPad just fell again. So, let me tighten this up. There you go. How is that? Is it okay? All right. So normally when you're drawing people, I'm going to use gray first. When you're drawing a regular person, you start off with a head. And a head, no matter how big a head is, it's one size. And a normal person an adult is around 6 feet tall, or 6 heads tall. So if you just keep that, and of course, here comes the construction workers right there as I start my class. There we go. So we have 6 heads tall. So this is the head, and then here's your chest and your stomach. This right here would be for your hips and your legs. And you have your arms like so. And here you have just your normal, regular person. Now, Luce, you've said that you can't draw a stick figure, but if you can draw an oval, you should be able to draw a person, an adult. So we have like an adult male here, normal size, maybe around 5'10", 6 feet tall. That would be about 6 heads tall there. The shoulders, there's 3 heads wide, and then the stomach, If you have my stomach, it might be two two heads wide, but normal would be kind of one, and then it goes down like so. Eyes, nose, mouth. Here, a normal person. We'll just go. Here you go. Here's some glasses. And there's my crazy hat. I'm wearing some shorts today because it's hot outside. Just your regular normal person there. My head is a little bit crooked. Drawing sideways is not the easiest thing to do, but so this would be your normal person, 6 heads tall. Now, a hero, holy cow, it's loud. Sorry about this. A hero would be somewhere between 8 to 10 heads tall. Now, I would say if you're going to be doing like a Wonder Woman would probably be around 8 to 9, whereas the Hulk would be around 10. Batman would probably be about 6. Superman might be about 7 or 8. But it all starts out with an oval. If you can think of an oval, if you can draw an oval, then you can draw a superhero. So we have an oval, and I've just drawn a circle, and then 2 about the same size. It's called a unit of measurement, and we're going to call that an oval. I like to put my thumb right there. 2 ovals, 3 ovals, 4 ovals, 5 ovals, 6 ovals, 7 ovals, 8 ovals. We're going to keep it at 8. All right, we're going to keep it at 8. The head is going to be about 1 oval head, 1 head wide. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make him about 5 ovals wide. 5. These are the shoulders. Here we go, we've got the ribs. Now you might be saying to yourself, Mr. Parker, I don't know what you're doing. It's okay. If you can just follow the directions, you can follow the directions just a little bit and just draw ovals, we'll make it work. So we have the shoulders here. Here we have the ribs. And with this, I'm going to just do the hips will come in right here. I'm going to do 2 ovals side by side. They kind of split. All right. So now just a little while ago, I had a Batman costume on. Now the reason why we do these 8 heads tall or 7 heads tall is they're supposed to symbolically be bigger than life. Size normally means power, unless you're Ant-Man. And we're going to do a Batman logo here. I'm going to do ovals for the arms. Now Batman normally has a belt, a utility belt that he keeps all this stuff in. So that would give us a good break. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. The belt is in between the 4th and 5th one. I'm going to have some boots on here. And he has these little tights. And you got a nice little cape in the background here, like so. What do you think? Quick superhero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 heads tall. 8 heads tall. Maybe come back and do some coloring of the gray. Now you might be asking yourself, what do you do with all these ovals? I can still see the ovals. Well, you just add more color. You can go over it with paint. You can use your eraser and erase some of that stuff after you're done. You can add another coat of the marker once it dries. There you go. We've got a nice little Batman thing right there working. Prachi. Oh, hello, Prachi. Boom, iPad crash. You're right, Luce. You're right. A magician I am. So I've got this right here. So we've got a regular human being. We've got Batman, who we did today. Well, you saw me earlier today. And then what we'll do is let's think about a normal human being, but doing some heroic deeds, like a nurse, like a doctor. Those are very, very important people right now that are doing what they can to make your life, make everybody's life safe. So we'll start off with these ovals. We're going to go 2 ovals, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. We haven't really I haven't done any ladies, female superheroes. So what I'll do is make this a lady. We have a normal human being at 5. What I'll maybe do is I'll make her 7. Because again, size is supposed to symbolize power. So even though she might be short, she's just bigger, okay? So here we have our head. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably I'm using a light gray marker. This is supposed to represent some sort of like a light pencil. Well, I would go light over it. And she might have one of Pia's masks. And then she would maybe have like a head covering. And maybe you just see her eyes and the top of her nose. Don't forget your eyebrows there. And then here you have ears. Now some of you might not be able to do all that quite yet, but that's all right. You can come back and just add to it. Erasing is wonderful. I'm going to put a chin here and then a neck. I'm going to add an oval here for this size and then an oval here for this size. This side. I'm going to incorporate this right here. These are the shoulders. And now we have the upper arms, elbows, just like we would do with the mannequins. Elbows, the forearms. And then what I'm going to do is this. I've decided I'm going to change it up a little bit. Now, 5 years ago today, I got a letter from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and I was named one of the second art teacher ever to be part of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It's an organization acknowledging excellent teachers, excellent teaching and teachers. And they flew me out to Seattle, and they listened to different teachers teach. One of the people that I heard from was this guy he was also a teacher, and he was just about to speak, and he did this thing where he put his hands on his hips and stood and just stared at the audience with this big smile. And he called it his Superman pose. So what I'm going to do is this, or the reason why he did the Superman pose, he says, whenever you start something and you're going to talk to somebody and you're nervous, you put your hands on your hips and just pretend that you're doing your superhero Superman pose. And you thrust your chest out really, really wide and bold to show confidence, not only to the people, but to yourself, that you can do it. So this woman right here, this nurse, she might be scared, but by just sitting there and showing her Superman pose, she probably would be telling her patients that everything's going to be okay. So a nurse probably would the nurse probably would be wearing scrubs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this nurse, her costume, her superhero costume, would be scrubs. And then again, we have the mask. And that mask could be something like what Pia is making here. And those nurses, they normally wear a head, cover up their hair. Now what I've just done is I've just done like a sock. I don't really like the way this looks, so I'm going to give myself some fingers here, or give the girl some fingers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, here's your hips, like so. And here to the bottom of her scrubs. And a lot of times what happens is nurses would be wearing little footies over here. What do you think? How's that? I think that turned out pretty nice. Now I got this nice little aqua, and I'm going to just color these in like so. Can you guys think of anybody else that would be a good hero at this time? So I have a really cool. Oh, Thea, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing that a spider bit you. I'm so sorry to hear that. There is a really cool website for those people that like heroes, Batman and Iron Man. There's a really cool website called mypaperheroes.blogspot.com. mypaperheroes.blogspot.com. And what's really great about My Paper Heroes, I'll show you here in just a little bit. You can print them out, and then there's an app that's called iMotion, and you can make a stop motion film. You guys might be looking for something to do. You can make a stop motion film with the figures. I think that they have about 20. They have Wonder Woman, and they have Batman, they have Iron Man, they have Hawkeye, they have Thor, they have the Hulk, they have the Red Hulk, the Black Widow. They also have Doc Ock. They don't have Spider-Man, which is unfortunate, but I liked how that one turned out. Now, you don't have to do a nurse. You don't have to do a doctor. Maybe you want to do a policeman. We have one of our families at Keystone, Dylan and Allie. Their dad is the chief of police, Chief McManus. I get to see him. We got to see him a while. Teach his kids. Chief of police, firemen. There's a lot of fantastic people that help the community. What do you think? How's this come along? Scientists? Yes, scientists also. Scientists also help. You're right there, Maya. Good call. There's a lot of scientists that are trying to find a cure for this virus or vaccination. John Hopkins and Caltech and lots of other places. Good call on the scientists there, Maya. Wonder Women. Oh, I like how that sounds. I like how that sounds. Wonder Women. Now look at here. I have these light gray ovals and lines that initially somebody might have said, oh, Mr. Parker, that doesn't look very good. Or I could say, well, I made a mistake. But now you can barely even see them. And if I were to get the watercolors out, I could paint them even darker. And then nobody would be able to see them. What do you guys think? You painted your hand green. So are you trying to say that your hand is, so Pia, you are the She-Hulk? The Pia Hulk? I think that is the case. I'm going to do something really kind of cool, I think. What's nice about this stuff, too, I'm going to put a big red heart right here. And instead of lips, she has a heart. And then maybe, maybe she would have some blonde hair kind of coming out a little bit. I don't know, maybe some brown hair or black hair. What do you guys think? I think here, because I have such a big spot, I'm going to practice again. And we're moving at a really good clip. Oval, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do 2 ovals on both sides of that for here's the shoulders. And then we've got the ribs. I'm going to switch colors. This one, let's make this one a firefighter. What do you say? Just in case. I'm going to give her longer hair. And I'm going to give her some bangs. And this one's going to do her Superman pose as well. you know what? Probably should have gloves on over here. Let's have some gloves. This one's going to wear a coat, a big jacket. And big, tall firefighter boots. Now this will give you a good proportion here. And firefighter boots are normally black, and I'm just quickly coloring them in using that hatch line technique that we learned a couple weeks ago. Now, a firefighter, they normally have these sort of stripes, these like glow-in-the-dark stripes here, and then at the bottom of their jacket, and then in the middle of their jacket, like so. I'm going to use this fluorescent green. It might even be yellow. And we can go back to our paint pen that I love so much. And we can color that rest of it, the rest of this stuff in black. So sometimes they wear black, and sometimes they wear red. Sometimes they wear tan. If you're in kindergarten, you maybe have gone to the Almost Park Fire Department. How many people have done that before for a field trip? Hey, I was going to tell you, I was going to give a shout out. If you know the 4th grade teacher, her name is Miss Holden. Miss Holden has a daughter. Her name is Mackenzie. And, oh, I will. Here you go. Here is Batman. There's Batman again. Miss Holden has a daughter, Mackenzie, and she just finished up culinary school, and she is selling cookies. You can go to facebook.com/Chef Mac Payne, P-A-Y-N-E. Facebook.com/Chef Mac, M-A-C-K, P-A-Y-N-E. She's selling some cookies. If you guys wanted to, I helped make her website, just like Alex Martinez's mom helped me make my website, this one that you're watching. So I decided to pay it forward and make a website for her. Mackenzie and Sadie, that's right. Mackenzie is making some cookies. I'll show you guys here in just a minute. I'm going to put this girl wearing overalls. There you go. And I wish I had. Oh, maybe we'll do. Maybe this will be nice. Let's see this. We'll have some gold here this time. And if you wanted to, it could be a gold jacket. Very reflective because in the dark you can kind of see it better. Both Baxter and Quincy are out here today. No barking from them. We went out to the lake this weekend. That was fun. There's my firefighter. You wanted to see the Batman costume? Oh, the Batman costume for me? Is that what you wanted to see? The one that I had on earlier? Yeah, I'll do that in a little bit. I'll do that before we go. Then over here we could do the police officers. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 ovals. This is the head. There's the shoulders. 2 ovals for the belly and the hips. We're going to put circles for the shoulders over here on the top. Now, a police officer normally has a hat that looks like this, and then it has a little badge. It has what is called a brim. I'm going to have it parted in the middle of his hair, but they all will be wearing masks made by Pia. Eyebrows. I'm going to color in that hat blue this time. There you go. Superman pose. We have a greater than, less than symbol on both sides of this one over here. Brandy, I'm not sure if you're still there, if you remember the Superman pose. There you go. Have I received what? This police officer will be wearing shoes this time. So in police officers, they normally have pockets here, and they have maybe a badge right there. They have a whole bunch of badges on their jackets to let people know who they are, and then they have these little medals and other things to help people tell who they are here, like so. Sometimes they wear ties. And sometimes they wear like a gun to keep the peace. But there you go. I'm going to use this dark navy blue this time, because I think that this is more of a police officer blue. So we got 3 more weeks of school. Hard to believe, huh? I think our last day is going to be on May 15th. Isn't that crazy? So I like the hatch line coloring better than a scribble. As you can see, I'm having to keep going back and forth and back and forth. If you've ever mowed a lawn before, it's best to do it nicely and neatly and take your time instead of having to go back over and do the same area multiple times. Remember, this is our Superman pose here. And you could do your favorite character or even a super villain. What are some villains that are out there? Oh, look at you. Thea and Pia are just having their own little conversation going on. Mr. Parker's art is just connecting people from all across the city. Voldemort is yeah, there you go. We had that whole castle thing on Friday or Thursday. So we've got a police officer, we've got a nurse, or it could be a doctor. She could be a doctor too. An anesthesiologist or a surgeon. My daughter wants to go to med school and become an orthopedic surgeon. If anybody knows any good orthopedic surgeons that she can talk to, just let me know. I know. I can't believe that it's going to be over in 3 weeks. And it's crazy. I can't believe I've done this for 6 weeks. Radiographers? I'm not sure what a radiographer, do they look at x-rays, I think, right? Is that what they do? Oh, you know what, I'm gonna make this police officer look a little bit more like a girl. I'm gonna give her a pony. Not like a horse pony. I'm gonna give her hair a pony. Yeah, the person that takes x-rays. Very nice. Is that what your mom does? Or dad? Oh, very nice. I'm changing up the blues here for the collar. I'm going to add a little bit of gold for the badge. He does, huh? Well, that's a good job too. Everybody needs gas. What do you guys think there? I'm going to give her some black gloves. So I was thinking tomorrow, the Harry Potter thing seemed to work well. Maybe we could do some dragons tomorrow, or mythical creatures. How does that sound? We can do dragons. I got to color the nurse's shoes. Yes, I do. What color should I do those? Should I do them that teal color as well? Teal color as well. Your dad is a plastic surgeon. Oh, awesome. Oh, thanks, Andy. I'm going to I'll put a heart on here for this here, and then this one over here as well. Maybe throw some red on top of this one. Kind of give it a little bit of red color. Real important on the heart that you color that in nice and neat. Not have a Dr. Sloppy. What do you think? All right, so Pia, what do I gotta do now? Now that I'm just about done, what do you think? What do I gotta do? Of course, I've gotta sign it. Today, I believe, what is today? Today is the 27th. And we have, here we go. There's our heroes. So we've got police ladies, doctors, nurses, fire people. You know, I could even have HEB. One of the things on this Batman, there was a girl that was in my class a few years ago. All she wore were Batgirl shirts. Maya, what was that girl's name? I forget. What was that girl's name? Aubrey, that's right. Aubrey. Does she still wear those Batgirl shirts? I'm gonna clean Batman up here. She still does wear the kinda. Will you tell her I gave her a shout out next time you see her? I know you still talk to her. Now what you can do is you can define the muscles a little bit. Superheroes are supposed to have some muscles. It's like they work out all the time. Kind of like me, I work out all the time. Not really. But I am working out more. I'm gonna give him some abs here. I signed it, Pia. I signed it. And then you got me. Right here. I'm a little crooked. No, there's Baxter. Baxter's. There's Quincy. It's not a day in afternoon art with Mr. Parker. Now, again, if you made a mistake, you know, you can always erase. I'm using markers right here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go over my lines, and hopefully that will work. If you're using pencil, then it should just rub off. I'm drawing my wife likes to call my feet Fred Flintstone feet because they're just so wide. And I'm going to put myself in a Superman pose too. Superhero pose. I have this friend, his name's Matt Grundler. He's an art teacher in Plano, and he looks a lot like Superman. I've told him that on several occasions. I'm going to move my head over a little bit. I have some people that get frustrated because it doesn't turn out exactly how they want it to look. But starting to, let's see. There you go, starting to come along. My house is loud. It is. I don't know exactly why. Well, I got kids. I got my daughter over here. It's windy, Thea. I got this construction. They're working on the hike and bike trail. They always seem to go right when I'm teaching. But what am I going to do? What am I going to, you know, I could just be upset. It is loud, I'm sorry. Anyway, so tomorrow we'll maybe do some monsters. How does that sound? A little bit better? What do you think? Let me back this up. Yeah? I'm going to sign this one. It's super loud now. Althea's saying the noise is canceling, so I'm going to call this a day. Hold on. Let me put my mask on. What do you think? There's Batman himself. I'm Batman. There's always this one. This is kind of fun. I could give myself the Frida eyebrow, the unibrow. I don't know about that one. There's this. Go to the salon. That's an interesting look. How about this? Fry Guy. How's that sound? Anyway, all right, guys, it's been fun. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I will update this stuff. Take a photograph of your stuff. Put it at Artsonia or send it to me via Seesaw. Artsonia project is 000. Hey guys, turn it in here. Seesaw, all you gotta do is take a photograph and email it to me. Monsters tomorrow, okay? We'll start off with dragons and then we'll do some other crazy stuff. We'll combine different animals and make a monster. Because that's what they do a lot in Star Wars Creation. So, and we've got May the 4th be with you coming up soon. All right, guys, have a good one. See ya.